In this video, we are going to discuss what is the format for project proposals which we are planning to submit. Okay, so this is very useful. You can even this is also you can write it in your any proposals. Okay, if you're sending to the propose that is if you're sending to any funding agencies, you can use this. So the very important thing is like the introduction. Okay, overall this complete format, this complete structure should not exceed more than 7 to 8 pages. Few project proposals like this, few agencies, they will tell like what how many pages you can submit. Okay, you have to check that as well. If they haven't specified the number of pages, please be sure that you are not exceeding more than 8 to 10 pages. Okay, so here the first one is an introduction. Introduction means don't write many thing, like if you're writing the project proposal on data mining. Okay, data mining, using data mining techniques to mine any disease, or you're using a data science to predict any disease. Okay, in that case don't write anything about what is data mining. Okay, data mining is extraction, like extraction of blah blah blah. This is not required. Be very specific about the introduction. Okay, try to tell what you're planning to cover. Okay, and the objective should be very very specific, and you should be very clear on writing the objective. What is the impact of your research, what is the impact of your project, what how this project is going to impact the society. Okay, what is the society use, like what are the very various users that society will get through this project. Okay, that is very very important. So whatever the project which you are planning to do, try to match that with the recent problems in the society, and try to find some solution for that. Okay, and in that object, like in introduction, you can add something like what is the international relevance and what is the national relevance of the problem. For example, if you're choosing covid, if you're choosing that is if you're going to do algorithm to predict covid disease or to predict this early. Okay, in that case you have to write what is the national relevance of the disease, how nationally it will be impacted. Okay, what is the international relevance of the disease. Okay, so that you can add. And then if you talk about the methodology diagram, you have to draw it as a flowchart or some block diagrams. You can tell if it is you're supposed to collect the data from somewhere, where you're going to planning to collect, if it is a questionnaire method or if it is a review method or if it is interview method. You can tell how what type of data you're going to collect it. That is the methodology diagram. That is, you can tell the data collection part, and after data collection what you're going to do, and then what you're going to do, like a small picture. Okay, and what is your work plan in the sense, if your project is for 1 year, let us assume. Okay, 1 year project in the sense, you can tell what you're going, you can split into quarters. Okay, like what you're going to do it for first 3 months, next 3 months, likewise. Okay, you can split it into quarter. First 3 months, what is your plan? Second, next 3 months, what is your plan? What is the plan of the third quarter and what is the plan of the fourth quarter? So you can write it. You can use a Gantt chart to show that. Next is budget. This is very very important. Before writing the budget, you have to check the instruction given by the project proposal agency. What is their budget? Okay, if they are giving you that they can only provide 10 lakhs, then you have to write the budget according to that. You should not exceed it. Okay, and the budget you have to cover, that is, one is like if you need a book resources, that is printing. Okay, if you want to take a printer, printouts, that you can include books. If you want to buy that, you can include resources, all type of resources. Okay, any type of resource you can include. And you have to tell that what type of book you're going to, what is the book you're going to buy. Okay, the name of the book, the author, everything. And you can tell, if you are supposed to buy some instruments or any other device for this, you can add that too. If you're doing your project in IoT, probably you might need some device, external device, right? So you can write it. And you have to write the budget. These format, like for budget, what are the split ups, everything will be given by the agency itself, so you can find that there. and any other details if you wish to add. Okay, if you have published any paper scopus in the scopus regarding your project, that you can include, or else any other details, that details should be relevant to the project. Okay, you should not exceed, you should not write, unwanted information about this. And what are the other references, the important references, which, that is, you should not include more than 50 or 100 references. Okay, the references should be maximum up to 5 to 10, but those references should be recently published. For example, recently published in the sense not yesterday or day after, day before yesterday. Okay, so the references should be at least between 5 years. Okay, that is from 2015 to till date you can publish, or 2016 to till. Okay, no problem, but you should not go beyond that is 2020, sorry, 20 2000, 1995. Okay, those references, it is not advisable to consider. Okay, so this is the proposal format. You can use it. If you need to see any other sample proposals which is prepared already, you can leave that in the comment. I will definitely help you out to show you how the format, how you have to frame, how you have to write it, and what is the format and the sample proposal I can show you. Thank you. I hope this video is very useful for you. You can learn more from this. Thank you. Stay safe. Bye bye.